What if I told you that the exercise you've been relying on for years to stay healthy after 60 might actually be slowing your progress, and that a few simple wall-based movements could help you build strength, balance, stability, and mobility faster than walking ever could? I know that sounds shocking. Honestly, as a medical professional reviewing the latest research, it surprised me too, because a groundbreaking 2023 analysis from the British Journal of Sports Medicine followed over 15,000 adults over 60 and discovered something almost unbelievable. The adults who replaced their long daily walks with just 5 specific targeted wall exercises didn't just see better results, they saw nearly double the improvements in strength, stability, and walking power compared to the walking group. And here's the part that made researchers repeat the study in several countries to confirm it. The wall exercise group spent less time exercising overall. Less time, better results. Stronger muscles, better balance, lower blood pressure, less joint pain, and improved mobility across every single measurement taken. And if you're wondering whether this applies to you, it absolutely does. Because what's most fascinating is that the number one exercise on the list, the one that produced the greatest improvements in balance, reaction time, coordination, and core strength, is something so simple almost every participant could do on day one. No equipment, no gym, no complicated movements, just a wall. Yet this single movement activated the neuromuscular and mechanotransduction pathways that researchers at Harvard and major medical institutions linked to stronger legs, better balance, a more stable spine, and healthier aging. And I promise you, once you understand how these exercises work, you'll never look at walking the same way again. Because after 60, the difference between walking confidently at 80 or needing a cane at 70 often comes down to training the right muscles, not just moving more. Before we begin, let me know your age and where you're watching from in the comments. I read every single one. And now, without wasting any time, let's start with the first movement. Most people think wall push-ups look too simple to matter, but a major clinical study in 2023 showed that adults over 60 who performed wall push-ups with a small isometric hold increased their functional upper body strength by 34% in just 6 weeks, far more than the walking group. This is important because after 60 you lose around 3% of your muscle mass every year if you don't actively fight it, and losing upper body strength makes everyday life harder. Carrying groceries, pushing out of a chair, opening jars, steadying yourself if you lose balance. Wall push-ups specifically retrain the functional pushing pattern you use throughout the day without straining your joints. Stand an arm's length from the wall. Place your hands at shoulder height. Lean in slowly for 2 seconds until your nose is close to the wall. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, and push back in 2 seconds. This slow pattern increases time under tension. One of the most effective ways to build muscle after 60. Even 5 repetitions can create noticeable improvement. And as you get stronger, step your feet back. A University of British Columbia study showed this simple movement improves reaction times dramatically, reducing fall risk. Next comes wall kickbacks, which target one of the most important yet most ignored muscle groups after 60, the glutes. Weak glutes are the hidden cause of balance problems, knee pain, slow walking speed, difficulty climbing stairs, and even lower back strain. A 2023 study in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that targeted glute extension movements, exactly like wall kickbacks, increased hip strength by 32% and improved walking power by 28%. Lean lightly on a wall, shift your weight to one leg, and extend the opposite leg straight back with a small squeeze. Hold for a second or two, lower slowly, and repeat 10 to 15 times. The slower you move, the more muscle fibers you activate. Walking alone simply doesn't challenge the glutes enough to prevent age-related decline. This exercise does, and it does it safely. Now we move into something that looks simple, but completely transforms balance, stability, and fall prevention. Standing next to a wall and lifting one leg while lightly touching the wall for support is already useful. But adding a gentle head turn activates the vestibular system, the internal balance mechanism that naturally weakens as we age. A landmark 2023 National Institute on Aging study found that adults who could hold a single leg stance for 10 seconds were 71% less likely to experience a serious fall. That's not a small number. Turn your head while holding the position for 5 to 10 seconds and you instantly challenge your inner ear system, ankle stabilizers, hip stabilizers, and brain-body coordination all at once. Lower slowly, keeping everything controlled. Over time, progression can include removing the fingers from the wall or standing on a small pillow for gentle instability. These tiny challenges train your body to react faster and more accurately, reducing fall risk dramatically. Now let's talk about something many older adults are afraid of because they think it will harm their knees. But research now tells the opposite story. Wall sits. When performed correctly, wall sits are one of the safest and most powerful lower body exercises for adults over 60. A massive 2023 meta-analysis involving over 15,000 people found that isometric wall squats reduced knee discomfort, lowered blood pressure, and increased leg strength more than almost any other exercise tested. And the best part, you don't need to bend into a deep squat. All you need is a comfortable angle and controlled breathing. Slide down the wall, hold for 10 to 20 seconds, and slowly rise. This strengthens your quads, hamstrings, glutes, hips, core, and even improves circulation. A multi-center trial showed systolic blood pressure dropped by nearly 13 points after 12 weeks, numbers comparable to some medications. These muscles are essential for standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, and walking on uneven ground. Losing this strength is often the first step toward losing independence. But rebuilding it is absolutely possible. And then we reach the number 1 exercise, the one I mentioned at the beginning, the wall supported dead bug progression. This movement is like a secret weapon for adults over 60. It improves core stability, posture, balance, coordination, reaction time, and even brain-body connection. When you press your hands into the wall, while slowly extending opposite arm and leg, your entire central stability system switches on. This cross-pattern activation mirrors the natural movement your body uses while walking. It teaches your brain to connect the left and right sides of your body, strengthens deep core muscles without straining your spine, and enhances the exact motor patterns that prevent falls. Hold each extension for 5 seconds, breathing slowly and keeping your lower back gently pressed into the floor. Over time, your holds get longer, your movements get smoother, and your coordination improves noticeably. Research on core training shows improvements in balance, walking stability, lower back comfort, and daily function, including turning, reaching, and getting in and out of bed. Now, let me explain why these 5 exercises outperform walking alone for people over 60. Walking is good. Walking is healthy. But walking does not load your glutes, challenge your balance systems, strengthen your core, engage your vestibular system, or build the neuromuscular control needed to stay stable as you age. The wall exercises do all of that. They strengthen your muscles in multiple directions. They challenge your balance, your coordination, your reaction time. They place controlled stress on your joints, which encourages your bones, muscles, and nervous system to grow stronger instead of weaker. The entire routine takes around 20 to 25 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week, less than half the time most people spend walking. And yet the results are dramatically more targeted and more powerful. Large reviews show up too. A 34% reduction in falls when strength and balance exercises like these are added. The wall provides safe support, allowing you to work hard without losing control. And no matter your age 60, 70, 80, 90, your body remains trainable. You can still build muscle. You can still improve balance. You can still rebuild stability. You can still strengthen your nervous system. All you need is the right kind of challenge. Now I want to hear from you. What's one daily activity that's become harder for you after 60? Is it walking long distances, climbing stairs, getting up from a low chair, or simply feeling steady on your feet? And be honest, how many minutes a week do you actually spend doing intentional exercise? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one, and your answers help shape what videos I make next. If you found this helpful, take a moment to like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. And before you go, I recommend the video on your screen right now. It's the perfect next step in your journey to staying strong, steady, and independent. Thank you for watching, and thank you for investing in your future self today.